What's up, y'all? What's good, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning from Vietnam. What's up, guys? I hope everyone is good today. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. What's up, y'all? Another week. Man. First, I want to give a shout out to In the Streets with Keys. That was fire live this morning. For me this evening, right about an hour or two ago. That was fire, my boy. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So what's up, guys? Yeah, you see the topic. Vietnam has been blowing up, especially one of these cities. And the other city is an old friend. So yeah, we're going to talk about Saigon and we're going to talk about Da Nang. So we're going to compare them. Da Nang has been blowing up over the last few months. So, yeah, I want to talk about it. There's a reason why I've been putting out content about Vietnam. There's a reason why I have not put out a video about Da Nang, and I'll get into that. But the skinny is I have never lived in Da Nang, so I stay in my lane. And I talk to you guys about what I know, okay, personally. So that's what you'll get on this channel is authenticity and some real deal info, okay, based on my experiences and everybody else. So yeah, man, you guys see the topic. Where are you guys coming and viewing from? Holla at me. Tell me where you guys are coming from. Man, it's good to be back with you guys after this week, man. It's been a busy week, man. Busy week of meeting subscribers. Shout out to you, Regine. You the man. And yeah, a lot of you guys are coming over to Vietnam. So yeah, man, I'm going to give you guys another 30 seconds or so to come on in. We're going to talk about an array of different things. So by the end of this live, I want you guys to know exactly if I want to go to Saigon or if I want to go to Da Nang, right? So we're going to review my video, what I just did, the Saigon Da Nang video. If you haven't seen that, we're going to watch it here in about a minute or so and jump right into it. And so, yeah, I've been getting a lot of requests. So I hear you. I see you. And if you guys do have any requests for information, for anything, put it in the comment section, or you can email me at thestoryofkt, the channel name, at gmail.com. So, yeah, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. So, all right. So, I'll give about another 5 seconds. So, again, if you guys are finding some value out of this, make sure you guys want to support the channel. Please like this video, push it out to YouTube, man. This is, not a lot of people are talking about the comparisons, right? So let's jump into it, man. So today's topic is going to go over Da Nang, if you should go to Da Nang or if you should go to Saigon, all right? So I dropped a video this week about this particular topic. So what I want to do is we're going to go over it and we're going to talk about it. And then I have an array of different information for you guys on this live. So hang with me. And by the end of it, you guys should know exactly what's going on. All right. Da Nang or Saigon. All right. Let me share my screen with you guys. Forgive my voice. I have tonsillitis here. So forgive me. I'm trying to pull through it. So let's go like this. Make sure you guys can share. Good. So this one is the video I just dropped. It's the last video I dropped on it. I'm going to be dropping a series of comparison cities between Saigon and Hanoi. That one's probably coming up next. Da Nang, Hanoi comparison. So I'm going to start with the big cities and then compare them. And then I'm going to jump into the middle tier cities, tier 2 cities. All right. So I want to give you guys a good overview of what Vietnam is about and each big city is about. All right. So here we're going to talk about Da Nang, and Saigon. Let's get it.
I choose Saigon. Are you thinking about moving to Vietnam, but you can't decide between the high energy buzz of Saigon and the chilled out beach vibes of Da Nang? Both cities are amazing, but they offer very different lifestyles. In this video, I'm going to break down the cost of living, expat life, what's new in 2025, and what's coming in the future for both of these cities. By the end, you'll know exactly which city is right for you. Let's start with a quick snapshot of each city. Saigon, officially known as Ho Chi Minh City, is Vietnam's largest city. It's the economic powerhouse, full of energy, opportunity, and nightlife that never stops. The city moves fast, it's loud, and it's alive 24/7. Da Nang, on the other hand, is a coastal paradise. It's smaller, cleaner, and offers much more relaxed pace of life. You've got the beach on one side, mountains on the other, and a growing community of expats and digital nomads who love the balance it offers. Why expats choose these.
All right, so let's start off. Let's start off right there. All right, that's just a quick overview of what these two cities are. Again, Da Nang is more of your kind of nature, but it's a smaller, bigger city. Okay, so you'll be able to get to nature faster. Ho Chi Minh or Saigon is a metropolis. Okay, so it's a big city in general. Da Nang is definitely has balance for sure. All right, let's jump into it. Why expats choose these cities?
Offers. Why expats choose these cities. So why do so many expats choose these two cities? For Saigon, it has the largest expat community in Vietnam, so it's easy to meet people and network. It's the center for business, teaching, and startups. Opportunities there are so abundant. The food scene is unbeatable. Michelin listed restaurants and best street food you'll ever taste in Southeast Asia. The trade-off, traffic, noise, and a very fast-paced environment. For Da Nang, it's more affordable. Rent and day-to-day living can be 15 to 20% cheaper than Saigon. You're surrounded by nature. You can surf in the morning, ride to the mountains by afternoon. Clean air, a relaxed pace, and a growing digital nomad scene, making it super appealing to travelers and other expats. But
all right, so yeah, I mean, straightforward. Why do expats really like Saigon? Let's go Saigon first, then Da Nang. So Saigon, of course, job opportunities, number one, more expats. All right, there's a plenty of why people choose Saigon, but the nightlife is really dope. Each district, I'll get into this later when we talk about the districts, but each district has its own pocket of entertainment. Okay, it's completely different from the north. All right, but in Da Nang, completely different, right? They have the beaches and then they have the city, right? So, and the nature. So it's whatever you want. You know what I mean? It's whatever you want. So, also the street, there's a lot more street food here in this metropolis of Saigon. I'm in Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon. So in Da Nang, there's street foods, but it's not as prevalent as here in Saigon. All right. Again, the entertainment is number one. Obviously, because Vietnam, they made this city, Ho Chi Minh City, into a metropolis of entertainment and business. Okay, this is the hub. This is the engine of Vietnam. All right. Da Nang is more of the chill coastal city, big city, but you can enjoy. Okay, there's not so many people there. All right. So a lot of the stuff, the reason why people like Da Nang is it's less crowded, you know, and it's more affordable. Okay. Ho Chi Minh City is going to be the top of pay for everything. You have to pay for everything. All right. It's going to be the most expensive. However, Da Nang is about, and you'll see this later in the cost breakdown, Da Nang is more of 15 to 20% cheaper than Ho Chi Minh City in rents, okay, in food, in pretty much everything across the board. All right. So if you're looking for more of a retiree program destination, I would go to Da Nang. All right. If you want a chill vibe, go to Da Nang. You want the beach, go to Da Nang. If you want nature, go to Da Nang. If you want more of a hustle and the bustle, come here to Saigon. Okay, Saigon is insane. I'll just say that. Okay, so again, this is why expats choose this. There's not a lot of jobs in Da Nang. I'm not going to lie, especially for teachers. The skinny is a lot of the reason why people come to Saigon or go up to the north is because there's no jobs available in Da Nang. That's a real big like negative from expats perspective is that we all want to go to Da Nang. We all want to live there, but there's no jobs available, right? And once there's one job available, everyone swarms those jobs. So be mindful that, yeah, it's cool to live in Da Nang, but there's no work there. All right. All right, let's keep it moving.
The expat community is smaller and the nightlife is more low key here. What's new in 2025? Both cities have seen big changes this year. In Saigon, the new KRX stock exchange system just launched, attracting more foreign investments. The long-awaited metro lines are finally moving forward. The new urban developments are connecting Saigon to nearby coastal areas, opening even more lifestyle options. And the restaurant scene, it's booming with more international options than ever before. In Da Nang, the city is seeing a housing boom. New condos and co-living spaces are everywhere, though rent are starting to creep up very fast. The nomad scene is exploding, co-working cafes, weekly meetups, and a strong online community is building here. Public spaces are cleaner, riverside areas are improving, and infrastructure is getting better every year. And if you're getting value out of...
All right, so let's get my ugly mug off the face, off the screen. All right. So yeah. So what's going on in 2025? There is so many changes going on here right now. It's kind of ridiculous to see how fast they're, on paper, they're changing. And then it's gotta kind of seep through, you know what I mean? It's gotta seep to the ground, to the people, But up here, up at the government, they're doing a great job. I ain't gonna cap. They're doing a great job in proposing things and approving them faster. The cool thing about living in this kind of a society, the C word, is that they move fast. In the States, it's more of a democracy, so you got to vote for everything, But here, when they propose it, if they like it, boom, it's passed. Obviously they got to vote too, but they got fewer people. So yeah, man. Let's get into some of these comments real quick, and then I'll get back into it. This one was before. This is by Nee S, my boy. What's up, my boy? He says, Kev, my bro, 811. Can you explain how the districts work? If you want affordability, not a lot of Westerners. If you want affordability, not a lot of Westerners, but still close to action, beaches, museums, is it one district with all? I will get into that. I saw your comment and I responded to that. So yes, I was going to get into that, and I'll save that. Thank you for the comment. All right, you're in Vegas. What's up? My sister lives in Vegas. Love it. And my boy says, Nee says, Da Nang looks lit. I can't wait for the breakdown. Yep. Nee says, or is it Nye? I don't know. Da Nang is like a balance. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for the comment, bro. You're going crazy here. My boy Nye says, Saigon looks crazy like Manhattan. I'm good with taking a grab to there. Nothing living there. Yeah, not living there. Yeah, for sure. I totally agree. Saigon's cool, and I'll give my breakdown at the end. But I think Saigon's great. That's why I live here. I lived up in the north for 3 years, if you guys know that. And so I think it's great. Thanks for the comment, my boy. Appreciate you. Roly Poly 76 says, if you're 40 and under, go to Saigon. 40 and above, go to Da Nang. That's a really good point. I would say it depends on your lifestyle. I'll put it that way. It really just depends on your lifestyle. If you are above 40 and you're not dead, you know what I mean? I would go to Saigon, if you're looking for some fun, some vibes, to meet ladies, to have a nice, good life, I would come to Saigon. There's a trade-off, though, traffic, pollution, noise, right? Really, Bully, thanks, man. I appreciate you. All right. So, yeah, I would definitely, the other new stuff that's been going on is they just converted the stock exchange to the Korean stock exchange. So what that does is it allows international confidence to come into Vietnam. Again, these changes are happening so fast that you definitely need to. Vietnam's not just going to go from 0 to 100. Right now, they have to put everything on paper so that the international community really looks at them so they can get more investment. So they're doing a lot of the steps now and really enacting them pretty fast. So if you're interested in getting, and they're making it more foreigner friendly. So if you're interested in Vietnam and you're seriously taking a look at it, I would get in here as soon as you can, whether it's business, whether you want to teach, whether you want to get married, have a girl, whatever it is. You want just a better lifestyle, cheaper cost of living, whatever. If I were you, I would set some money aside, 10 to 20,000 if you can, whatever you can, 5,000, 3,000, whatever you can muster up. Get a one-way ticket, sell your stuff, and get over here. Make sure you have a little backup in case stuff doesn't arise. You know what I mean? That you think here in Vietnam, but just make sure that you get over here, set up a life here, because these next 25 years in Vietnam is going to be fucking bananas. It's going to be bananas. And we're literally just in the beginning. These last couple years is like the pre-game for the real show. So it's a pretty exciting time to be here. Okay. These comments. Unfeeling Stoic says he just laughs. All right, what's up, bro? High Cup says, hello, High Cup. Good morning, KT. What's up, brother? How are you? I hope you're doing all right. It is morning. All right, let's keep it rolling.
Side areas are improving and infrastructure is getting better every year. And if you're getting value out of this video, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe for more content here in Vietnam. Now let's get back to the content. The future, big projects. What about the future? There are some game-changing developments on the way. Vietnam's high-speed rail project will eventually...
I just want to stop this real quick right here. All right. Look at this. What's coming? Look at what's coming here. All right. Let me get this out of the way if I can. No, I guess I can't. Okay. So look at what's coming. A high-speed rail. They're literally already building this. Okay. And I believe they've been building this for a couple of years now. I'm not sure, but I could be right or wrong on that. So they're going to build a high speed all the way from Hanoi through, obviously you can see the map on the left there, from Hanoi all the way down to Ho Chi Minh City and all in between. So what that's going to mean for us in the future is that we're going to be able to get from the north of Vietnam to the south of Vietnam in under 5 hours. That's crazy, right? So that's a game changer. That's a game changer because right now the infrastructure it's there. The possibility of the infrastructure being there is there. However, it's so difficult to get from inland to the beaches without car. You just have to take a bus. And sometimes I would rather just take a train, bullet train, boom, get over there to get down to Da Nang in like 2-3 hours, less than, and be on the beach. You know what I mean? That's unheard of. It really is without taking a flight. if you've been in Vietnam before, you understand the sleeper buses. You know what I mean? So those sleeper buses take you 15 hours, 17 hours to get to wherever you need to go. 4 hours, depending on if you're going from Hanoi to Saigon, or it could take over a day, to be honest. If you're trying to go from Hanoi to, or from Saigon to Da Nang, it's probably like 16, 17 hours on a bus right now. Imagine going from Saigon to Da Nang in 2 hours. I mean, mind-blowing stuff. So this is one thing. So this is going to be huge. By 2040, by 2035, we should be able to have something in place and be able to get to at least one leg easy. By 2040, completion. Okay, so that's going to be really dope. So that's just one project.
Actually connect Saigon, Da Nang, and Hanoi. By 2035, you'll be able to travel between these cities in just a few hours. Near Saigon, the Vung Tau Gold Coast project is under construction, creating a new coastal hub just a short drive away. Da Nang is getting heavy investments in.
All right, look, I want to stop it because it's going to be kind of difficult to go back. So check this out. So this right here is another project. Okay, this is the reason why Vietnam extended Ho Chi Minh City all the way down. So if you can see my cursor, here's Ho Chi Minh City, right? So all of this right here is about 2.5 hours, max 3 hours, okay? To get from this area, Vung Tau, it's a beach area, to Ho Chi Minh City. So it's about 2.5 hours by car, okay? And there's a highway, a toll road and a highway right here. So think about this, right? They're also building a new, if you can see my cursor, they're building a new airport, which is basically, I think it's already done. So the new airport's over here, right? You can fly in between. You could take a train to Ho Chi Minh over here and to the beach over here. I mean, it's crazy stuff, man. This is really, like, I know in some cities it's like, man, whatever. You know, Tokyo got this, they got this, but this is Vietnam, guys. This is like groundbreaking stuff we're talking about here. So they extended all of this, right? All of this you see, all of it is now Ho Chi Minh City. So it didn't used to be like that. It did that after July 1st this year, 2025. July 1st was a huge reset. Okay. So a lot of people lost their jobs. Anyways, this is called the Gold Coast Project. All right. And basically what they want is they want it easier. They want tourists to be able to go from here, Ho Chi Minh City, all the way down to the beach in less than an hour. So that's cool. I appreciate that because then I'd go to the beach more. All right. So it's really difficult right now to get, not difficult, but it's just time consuming to get from Ho Chi Minh City, the city, to the South Ho Chi Minh City, Vung Tau. Okay. If you know, you know. So let me see some of these comments, man. Let me see some of these comments real quick. Give me a minute. Unfriendly Stoic says Saigon all the way. Yeah. Stoic, why do you like, since you live here, why do you like Ho Chi Minh City besides everywhere else? Thanks for the comment, man. Appreciate it. High Cup says all fine and dandy in the Mekong Delta. Yeah. You guys are coming. You guys are coming. Believe me, one of my next few videos is going to be on the Mekong Delta. Sorry. So I'm going to definitely do, I've been falling in love with the Mekong Delta. So just so you guys know that video is coming. So thanks, High Cup. Appreciate it. Unfriendly Stoic says Da Nang is good for beaches though, but there is a beach about 2 hours from Saigon. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here. All right. Ba Ria, and that's Ba Ria / Vung Tau. That's the old way. Okay. The new way is it's basically Ho Chi Minh City. Okay. Which is kind of crazy. But yeah. Thanks, Stoic. Appreciate it. Cole Mary says, Cho Mary says, KT, great live show and great content on Vietnam. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for the comment. Cho Mary says, will the train be created by the French or the Japanese? I have no idea. Hopefully not the Germans, though, because even though they have good stuff, they look nasty. I prefer the Japanese, to be honest, but it's not up to me. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate it. Cho Mary says, Vietnam's about to take over Thailand. Yes, I think so. We just got to clean up some things, we really just got to clean up some things. And to me, like living here, it's the mentality. we need the mentality to kind of shift a little bit. And it doesn't have to be a whole lot. I don't want Vietnam to be the West, but it's just got to shift just a little bit, because throwing trash on the ground, all that stuff, it's crazy. Anyways, thanks for the comment. Yeah, appreciate it. Roly Poly 76 says, travel like a local, take a sleeper bus, but the rest stop restrooms. Yeah, the rest stop restrooms. Yes, they're disgusting. That's why anytime I take a sleeper bus here, I don't film that, because it's hella disgusting. So let's keep it moving. I'll get to you guys some more comments after this. Thanks, Roly Poly, for the comment. Appreciate it.
Drive away. Da Nang is getting heavy investments in tech, hospitality, and infrastructure, aiming to become Vietnam's digital nomad capital. The pros and cons of these two cities.
All right. So yes, Da Nang is, see what they want for Da Nang. Excuse me. Let me go like this. Okay. What they want for Da Nang is they want it to be a digital nomad. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Sorry about that, guys. I'm glad you guys are still here. My whole screen just went black, so sorry about that. So what I was saying was they want Da Nang to be a digital nomad, like hotspot, which I agree. I think it's a good opportunity too. But let's just see how it works, because Da Nang to me is not built for a digital nomad place, even though it does have the beach. Thank you. Even though it does have the beach, I would say that it's not built for that. So if the infrastructure improves, yes. Okay. I would definitely say that Saigon would be more of that kind of city, but it just doesn't have the beach, man. So yeah, let's keep it moving. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. I don't know. It just went black. Everything went black. And I'm like, okay, that's crazy. So yeah, I'm trying to get through this a little bit fast for you guys so that we can actually talk, because I got a lot more stuff for you guys.
Digital nomad capital. The pros and cons of these two cities. Saigon. Higher cost of living, fast pace, cosmopolitan lifestyle, huge expat network, limited greenery, but endless things to do, big opportunities for work and business. On the other hand, Da Nang is cheaper, more affordable, relaxed beach lifestyle, smaller but very tight-knit expat scene, easy access to nature, growing but still less intense than Saigon. So, which city should you choose? Go for Saigon if you thrive in a fast-paced environment, want big city energy, and love being surrounded by opportunities and nightlife. Choose Da Nang if you want a calmer life, stunning nature, and a better work-life balance while still enjoying a fast-growing expat community. At the end of the day, it really comes down to your lifestyle. Do you want the excitement of a massive city or the pace of living by the beach? Let me know in the comments, which one do you think suits?
All right, that's good enough for me. So if you haven't checked this video out, check it out. It's right here. Saigon's the last video I checked out. Obviously, I tried to make it shorter for you guys, try to get you guys straight to the point. So if you guys do like that kind of straight to the point, under 10-minute video, quick in and out, let me know in the comments. I like to make, between 10 and 15 minutes. So let me stop sharing. So yeah, what do you guys think about this? I mean, I think that my choice is Saigon. I like to go vacation in Da Nang, but it's too slow for me. All right, so let's go over. Let me get to my. Bear with me here. So let's talk about a little bit of the lifestyle. Okay, the difference of lifestyle. I'm gonna break down in my next segment, cost of living. So the lifestyle, it's super easy, super straight to the point. Again, if you like Saigon and you want opportunities, I would come to Saigon. Okay, Saigon is the fastest growing, one of the fastest growing amongst expats cities in Vietnam, if not, because Da Nang, but those are temporary expats. Those are tourists, let's just say. They're not expats. So I would definitely go with Saigon. What do you guys think? Let's see what you guys got. The lifestyle in Saigon is great. It's just fast paced. As soon as you get off the plane here, you can feel it, right? So I like that kind of a vibe. I don't know about you guys, but I like that. As far as Da Nang, I feel chill when I go to Da Nang, to be honest. I'm more like so it just really depends. It's a nice holiday. I'm not gonna lie. Let me get some of these comments here because you guys are building up on me here. Roly Poly says TGV versus Shinkansen. Thanks for the comment, bro. Appreciate it. High Cup says my vote is for Da Nang. Saigon drives me mad. Yeah. Why does it drive you mad, High Cup? Yeah, I agree. I totally understand, man. I'm giving you guys great, valuable information, but the skinny is that Saigon will get on your effing nerves, okay? That's the skinny. It'll get on your effing nerves if you allow it, but it's going to challenge you, okay? It's going to challenge you. Da Nang is chill, all right? It just depends on if you want opportunity. You have to come to Saigon. There's no opportunity really in Da Nang unless you want to do like tourism, hospitality in that sector. That's cool, but you can also do that here. But Saigon will drive you nuts. Okay, just keep it a buck. Thanks for the comment, man. Appreciate it. Really, Polly says technical difficulty. Yep. Yes, I'm back. Stoic says Da Nang out. Yep. Chomeri says, thanks for the comment, brother. I've been living 6 months a year in Thailand for the past 2 years. Vietnam is next for me. Yeah. Where are you thinking about? You thinking about Saigon? Eventually everybody decides to go to Saigon. I mean, let's be real. All right. It's just if you want to do it now or if you want to do it later. Okay. Boots on the ground. Da Nang's cool for that digital nomad feel, but Saigon is the meat and potatoes of Vietnam. All just so you know. Thanks for the comment. High Cup says, what part are you thinking of living in? Okay, yep. Welcome back. Thank you. Power outage, thank you. Yes, sir. Let me see. Yeah, power outage in the south. Yeah. So just on that, the infrastructure here, as far as power outages, like I live near the airport here in Ho Chi Minh City. So I live, for context, 25 minutes away. Okay. And so let me share my, I'll talk to you guys about that when I talk about districts. All right. So in the south, you don't really have that many power outages in Ho Chi Minh City, in Tan Binh district. Okay, Tan Binh, Tanbing, Tanbinh district. Okay, you don't really have it's a nice district. It's airport district. It's about 25 minutes away from District 1. All right. So yeah, thanks, Hike Up. Appreciate it. Nira. Hi, Nira. Thanks for joining the show. Nira says, where did you think is better? I hope you're asking me, or you might be asking the chat. I think that if you're asking me, Nira, I think that Saigon's better, just because it offers so much diversity and opportunity. I think that if you're going to move outside of your home country, you want to come to a place that is right off the bat, you can have massive opportunities. And my hugest drawback on Da Nang is the job thing, okay? Because there's just not a lot of jobs there. I mean, just to be honest, if you see a job, it's at least 1,000 people have applied for it. So if you're looking for opportunity, again, I would start in Ho Chi Minh City, and then I would make my way up to Hanoi. But we're not talking about Hanoi now. We're talking about Hanoi probably next week or something like that. But when I compare Saigon to Hanoi. But as far as that, start in Ho Chi Minh City for sure. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate it. Naya says, importance for me is infrastructure, no mold due to the humidity. Notice a lot of hotels pimping up with that issue. Yes. Yeah, because Ho Chi Minh City is definitely a humid city. Just be mindful that this whole country is pretty humid. So you're gonna have those black mold. You're gonna have all that stuff. Just get on top of it. Make sure your building or your Airbnb manager will take care of that. It's super easy. But yeah, infrastructure definitely important. That's definitely important. You know, if you're going to be a digital nomad, you're going to want to make sure that Da Nang does have good cafes. Good if you work out of your home, make sure that your Airbnb or your apartment has great Wi-Fi. Okay, great internet provider. That's huge here. And again, if you are a digital nomad, you can get really good fiber optic Wi-Fi internet here in Vietnam, hands down. Okay, it's some of the best that I've experienced Wi-Fi in Southeast Asia, straight up. Thanks for the comment. I appreciate it, brother. So Cho Mary says, how is pollution in Saigon? It's not as bad as Hanoi. Hands down, I just spent 3 years in Hanoi. I was dealing with some respiratory ish coming out, and so I said, F this, I'm done with Hanoi. I found my wife, I'm good. Let me go back to the south. And so since then, it's all cleared up. So that should tell you something. It still exists. The pollution. However, it's much cleaner here in the air, at least from what I've seen. Thanks for the comment, man. Appreciate it. Nice says, already did that. Okay. Chomeri says, I vote Da Nang for the calm and the peace. Yeah. I mean, again, if you move out of your home country, I think, aren't you looking for a home, looking for that peace? Vietnam's going to give you guys that peace straight up. I mean, That's what it's given me. So I hear what you're saying. Saigon definitely. I just keep in mind, guys. This is why I give you guys the skinny on Vietnam, because although it's a great, amazing place to retire, um, and people leave you alone. It's peaceful, but you gotta understand that we're working with what they're doing here. This is their country, so there's good, bad, and the ugly. Okay, there's a ton of that here. So I could do an hour video on just good, bad, and ugly. Honestly, thanks, man. Da Nang is good for the peace and the calm. High Cup says, I'm not a city boy. Heat, traffic, and expensive. Yeah. Again, if you live in Saigon, it's the most expensive area here in Vietnam. And so, yes, if you live outside of it, man, you can get a good bang for your buck, but it's nothing there. Just saying. This is why people are moving to the city, because they're going to Da Nang. You know, there's nothing like Da Nang besides Nha Trang. Okay, but Nha Trang is like this. Da Nang, I'll show you guys on the map. All right, you guys are getting. Thanks for all the comments. I really appreciate it, man. High Cup, thank you, thank you. Mark W says there are heaps of digital nomads and expats living in Da Nang in cheap apartments. Yeah, for sure. But those apartments are not going to be cheap much longer. If you guys know about Vietnam, they're starting to ramp up, and a lot of the locals are really upset in Da Nang about the rent going up. It's been a talk of a town, so to speak, sort of say here, is that a lot of locals are really upset. Again, Da Nang is not big enough. Again, for all these influx of tourism. This is just my opinion. Okay, I'm just a regular dude. All right, but I've lived here, and I've lived here long enough to see. I've been to these places, and it's just not big enough, in my opinion, to support the tourism that's coming in, and for the higher prices. Because again, think about it. Da Nang, although it's more affordable, when you come and live here and work here, it's your pay is not higher than Saigon. So there's that. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Chomeri says, KT, I'm making 10K online. What type of lifestyle should I expect to have if I move to Vietnam, Da Nang, or Saigon? Thank you for all your great work, man. Appreciate the love. Thank you. I'm trying my best. Man, bro, if you're making 10K, you're going to live like a king, bro. You're going to be like, let's go. With 5,000, you could live like a king for 3,000, right? That takes care of everything, right? So if you're going out eating 3 meals a day. You have a lady on the side. You have a couple ladies on the side. You're married, whatever, kids. You'll be fine with 5,000 a month. Definitely with 10,000 a month, you're going to be living like a king. Your lifestyle just really depends on you. If you want to, just depends on you. I'm more of a modest type of guy. I live modestly. I like that, and then put money elsewhere. But some people like to ball out. That's not going to be flashy. That's not my MO. But yeah, 10K a month, you're living like a king, bro. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate that. And that's fire. Keep it up, man. Make 20. All right. Wake up. Wake the people up says, thanks for the comment, bro. Says, I'm in Da Nang right now. What do you think? You like Da Nang? I know you're probably a tourist, but what I'm saying is correct? Yeah, Da Nang's cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. Da Nang is cool. It's cool for tourists, but once you flip that switch and you come over here to the dark side and live here, you start to understand like, okay, this is way different, right? They don't talk about the isolation in Da Nang, and just being an expat, the isolation in general. So for me, I'd rather go down the road, see my homies, if that, if I'm feeling a little lonely or whatever, or I need some male camaraderie, if I need that, you can get that there as well. But I'm talking about deep connections. And then you realize, once you get boots on the ground, you realize, man, Da Nang has a lot of digital nomads, but they're transient. And so you can't really make good friends like that. Don't get me wrong, it's not impossible, but it's everyone's transient over there. Here in Saigon, at least it's more expats here. So yeah, wake the people up. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, man. Enjoy your trip. High Cup says, in the Mekong, we can lose power or water the whole day if they are working on infrastructure. Yeah. So when I spent some time in the Mekong a week ago, these last couple months, I have seen the Mekong is building up so fast. It's crazy. Vietnam, I mean, it's booming over here, y'all. I'm telling you, this place is insane. So let's talk about some districts. All right. I'm gonna give you guys now basically cost of living. Let's get into the cost of living. Let's get into what the conveniences are. Let's get into the districts. So bear with me here while I get all this rocking. Let me show you guys a map, and give me a minute here. Boom. All right. I think you guys can see that. Yeah. Okay. So we are talking, let me get rid of this. All right. So we are talking, basically, you guys know, we're talking about this place right here, up here. Okay. And we're talking about this place right here. All right. If you don't know, obviously you can see that Vietnam is a long country. Okay. It's huge. When you're in it, it feels bigger than it is. I ain't gonna lie. All right. So as far as Ho Chi Minh City, okay, Ho Chi Minh's right here. All right. If none of y'all don't know about the Mekong Delta, the Mekong is this right here. This is the Mekong, where you see my cursor. This is the Mekong right here. Okay. I'm gonna start getting into this. This place right here is very cool, guys. Very cheap. So this is what I was talking about right here, is the Gold Coast project that they just extended Ho Chi Minh City all the way down here to Vung Tau. Okay. So now basically, if I go in a little bit, you can see this from Ho Chi Minh City to Vung Tau is 2.5 hours straight up. Okay. Obviously, if you drive faster, you can get there in 2 hours or 1.5, depending on how you drive. But it's 2.5 hours. All of this is all Ho Chi Minh City now, which is, it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. Okay. And so the new airport is like over here somewhere. Okay. And it's going to be state of the art international airport. Right now, I literally live 3-minute walk to the international airport in Ho Chi Minh City right now. All right. So here in Vung Tau it's amazing little beach town. So this is what we're going to be talking about here. And we're going to be talking about Da Nang up here. Okay. This is what we're talking about. What I love about this area is that Da Nang has obviously the beaches. It has a nice long coast, but also the nature on this side, right? And this is not far at all. This is probably going to be 30 minutes, if that. Obviously, you have some mountains and nature inside Da Nang, like right here. But the cool thing I love about this place, Da Nang, is that you have Hoi An here, which is 30 minutes south, which is dope. Then you have this place down here. If you can see, I'm over here. So from here to here, it's called Quang Nhai. I know I'm butchering it. I know I'm messing it up, but it's Quang Nhai. I don't know how to say it. Okay, the last word. But this area is an up and coming area. All of these, you have Hue up here. Okay, and this is maybe a 2-hour drive, maybe if that. So the cool thing about Da Nang is not just about the beach. It's about you can get to these other areas and within a couple hours going either way. All right. Plus you have Hoi An, which is cool. It's only 30 minutes away. And you have like places like this little one down here. It's a smaller tier, probably tier 3 city, but it's building up so fast that it's going to be one of the hot spots here in the next 10 years. Okay. A lot of these coastal areas around Da Nang are going to come up big time, big time. All right. So that's what I like. So let's get into the districts, and let me show you guys. Bear with me here. Let me grab my screen. Share my screen. Yes. Okay. I'm looking for this one. Okay. Okay. So let's jump in. Let me get no. So in Saigon, they have Benton. So these are the. Let me get this banner out of your way. So so Saigon has, these are affordable areas for expats in the districts. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys, and then I'm gonna go back to the map, and I'm gonna show you on the map. Okay. So the Benton district is really cool district. Okay. It's where landmark, it's where the tallest building in Saigon, it's Landmark 81. That's where it's at. And so it has two different sides. One is like the local side. Most of these places, if not all of them, have two different sides. They have a local side and they have a poshier side. Okay. So Benton is a really nice district. Okay. Let me go here. So it's a quieter, more local neighborhood that's yet still accessible. So it's literally 5 to 10 minutes away from D1. Okay. So it's a bordering district. It's increasingly becoming more expat friendly because it's so close, and they provide a good value for amenities like elevators, parking, security, everything all inclusive. Okay. You always are going to have to pay for your electricity though. It's not as westernized, and it's central. Okay. So it's more cost effective than D1 for sure, hands down. But again, I've seen a lot of expats moving into the poshier area because it's more cost effective, man. I mean, really, the local side is not bad at all either, but everything is the local side. But again, it's just either you have a good, really nice side, and you have the local side. So I don't mind living in the local side. Next, we have District 3 and District 4. District 3 is in the center of the city. Okay. So I will show you guys. Let me go through this, and then I will show you guys on the map. District 3 and District 4 so District 3 is more of in the center. Okay. It's near Funyun and that is literally smack dab center of the city. Okay. And so it's popular amongst young expats and relaxed vibes. It has a lot of really good bars, a lot of parks, and a lot of street markets. D3 and D4 are really cool, man. So D4 is in between. It's in between D1 and D7. Okay. D4 is an island. Okay. Bad thing about D4 is it floods there. Every time it rains, it floods. D3 is on the opposite side of D4, where it's in the center of the city. Okay. And it's basically the canal, the huge canal that runs through Ho Chi Minh City. It's basically split between D1, D3, and Funyun. Okay. It's becoming pretty popular with expats. This is kind of where a lot of expats live. A lot of the next one we talk about, Phu Hung, D7, a lot of the expats are moving over there. But we're spread out. D3 is pretty reasonable because it's in the middle of the city. It's pretty reasonable when it comes to cost of living. It's more of an established district. Okay, so it's going to cost a little bit more just because it's right across the canal from D1. D4 is going to be the same, but it's highly dense in D4 because remember, it's an island, highly dense. So you're going to be living on top of each other. Okay, not all parts of D4, but the D4 in general is like an island. Okay, it's a nice area outside of D4. Like literally, you drive, you got to go over a little bridge, and then you cut off to the right. But with D4, but D4 is pretty cool because it's one of the oldest districts here in Ho Chi Minh City. So yeah. Number 3 is Phu Hung or D7. D7 is like where the rich are. Okay, the more wealthier expats tend to stay a little bit away from the center. It's more expensive, of course. Smaller houses, smaller apartments. This is where you're gonna find most of your homes, newer homes, right? More luxurious homes. You're gonna find them here. This is where they call it Korean town or Korea town. So a lot of Korean expats go here. It does have a lot of gated communities. This is where a lot of the international schools are. Their malls are huge. Their green spaces are huge. It's clean. Okay. A lot of CCTV cameras everywhere in this area. They like to keep this area very spot on. I remember 4 years ago, this area before they built up so much in 4 years, but in four years ago, they only had one side of this Phu Hung. Now it's pretty much like kind of complete. So now they're just building buildings all around it. It's really cool. Seeing it now, I'm like, holy crap. Because I remember motorbiking through on dirt roads and stuff on some of the areas, but it's still a little bit more affordable than D1. This is true. And it has a lot more modern conveniences. It's a little bit more away from the center of the city. Okay, D1. It's probably like a 20-minute drive from D1 in the opposite direction. So keep that in mind. It's further away from D1, and majority of it, if you're getting an apartment, it's gonna be smaller. Okay, this is where they build up a lot of the high rises. Okay, D2, number 4, D2, Tao Dien. This is where the expats tend to go. Okay, back in the day, 4 years ago, this is where everybody was going. Okay, because there wasn't an established, really expat community, right? There were, but there weren't something where Tao Dien was more of a regular backpacker expat 4 years ago. Now they've built it up to it being what it is, and it's really pricey. Okay, this is where a lot more of your affordable, affluent expats are going to live in Tao Dien. Again, there's Tao Dien side and there's a local side, okay, of D2. So Tao Dien in particular of D2 is where the expats live. Okay, it's kind of has that European slash some places have Latin vibe. So it has like a downtown feel, like a downtown, mini downtown, where all the shops are, where you can go shopping, gyms, grocery. It has that little like kind of a town. And so, of course, and this is where a lot of international schools are as well. Okay, so if you have children and you want them to go to the best schools, I would pick number 3 and number 4. The neighborhoods are more family friendly. If you're a single man, I would go with District 3. I'll go number 2, number 1. But again, Tao Dien, number 4. District 2 is a nice area. Just keep in mind, This is the furthest out from D1 you're going to get. Okay. This is probably a good 30 minutes from D1. Okay. So it's in the cut. It's far in the cut. I don't like it for that reason, because it's just too far from everywhere. Again, most teachers, I would live in Tao Dien if I worked in Tao Dien. And a lot of teachers commute from D2 or Tao Dien. So yeah, a lot of your work from in the center of the city. Most of these public schools and stuff that you are going to be working in is not in D2. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is why a lot of the expats, we go to Benton district, D1, D3, Tan Binh, where I live, Govap district. These are all other areas where majority of your work is going to be. Because remember, you don't want to deal with the traffic in the morning. Keep that in mind. And the last one, this is going to be the backpacker district, okay? District 1, obviously. We all know District 1. This is the heart and soul of Ho Chi Minh City, of Vietnam, okay? It's affordable for short terms. Obviously, it has some budget eateries, and it has a great nightlife. Okay, great for travelers, those looking for essential stay for tight budgets. Yeah, I totally agree. Let's look at the map. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. So, and I'll get to your guys' comment here in shortly. Let me go over this, and I'll hit some comments. All right, so we're gonna type into the map Benton, Ho Chi Minh. All right, so if you can see this red area, right? Again, you can see Tao Dien right here, okay? Tao Dien right here. Okay, we'll talk about that since it's right next door. Again, that's D2. This is God damn it. This is D2 right here. Let me just get in. This is D2, okay, right here. But we're talking about this area. This right here is Tao Dien, okay? This is Benton, excuse me. This is Benton. So again, the tallest building in Vietnam is Landmark 81, okay? It's in this district. Okay, this is the famous Landmark 81, okay? And it's not far from the airport, okay? This area right here is Tan Binh area, okay? But we're not talking about that. This is Benton. Benton, D1 is over here. This is D1, okay? So look, Benton is right next door to D1, okay? And on the other side is Quan Tu. That's District 2, okay? Quan Tu. Quan Hai, okay? So this is D1. This is D1. This is Benton, okay? So you can see where Benton is a really good area that it has a lot of affordable. See, if I were you, this reason why it's number 1 is because they have the best bang for your buck in Benton. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some really awesome apartments in places that you could get for really cheap. And then if you happen to live on the like more closer to Tan Binh over here, where I live, you can this place right here along these edges, closer on the other side, not D1, closer, you can get really good places for a couple $100 a month. All right. The closer you go on this side, you're gonna pay more. Okay. Over here, down here where the river is, obviously you're gonna be paying buku bucks. Okay. Because this area right here, they're developing all this area right here. Okay, obviously this little river right here, this canal, this is a canal. This is the river. It's a river or canal, whatever, between BT, Benton, and D1. All right. So again, you can find gems in this area, Benton. All right. The next one we're talking about D3. Let me go to D3. So D3, District 3. Okay. Okay. So you can see this is where we were just at right here, okay? This is all D1, yeah? This is D3, okay? This is what they say this is the Canal District. The Canal District. So this place right here is central. You can see this is all D1 right here on the outside. This is D3. D3 is really cool, again, because it's so central and it's close to everything. It's going to have older apartments, older buildings. It's, again, more established than Bintan. Okay, Bintan is an older district as well, parts of it, but they've kind of been revamping Bintan for some years now. So a lot of the old stuff is kind of out of the way, but this is more of a bigger district that's established. Okay, so you can see it's central. It's right in the heart of the city, almost basically in the heart of the city. All right, let's go to District 4. District 4, you see this island? That's District 4, okay? District 4 is an island, if you can see that, right? Again, you go across the bridge, that is going to be D2, okay? This is D2, but right here is the island, Quan 4, if you can see, okay? This right here, you can see how dense it is, all right? This is a really old district, okay? It's going to be pretty affordable. As an expat, I wouldn't live here. I have friends that live here and have lived here. The vibe is cool. It's when I go to D4, it reminds me of like a Chinatown, but just like, I don't know, like the slums of Manila, you know what I mean? And I hate to say it, that's just what I can see. Is this neighborhood after neighborhood, and everybody's on top of each other. It's kind of crazy to see. But if you want to go check this district out, I would. It's pretty cool. You can get some really good deals here. I'm not going to lie. D4. That's D4. All right. Let's go to Fumihung, D7. District 7. District 7. All right. So again, right here, we were just right here, right? You can see my cursor. That's D4. This is D4, right? You get right over this bridge and you're in D7, okay? So this, look how big D7 is. Look how big this is. Again, you can see, and this is where we're going to go right here. Fumi right here. This area, that's where all the rich people live, right down here, okay? There's some that are sprinkled in and around all these areas. D7 is no slouch, okay? D7 is no slouch. Let's put it that way. But the Korean area is down here, okay? In Fumi and Tanfu, okay? So D7 is really a nice area. It's just from here, Fumi, okay? From Fumi to right in the center of the city, that right here is a good 30 minutes, easy. If you're here, of course, it's 10 minutes. If you're anywhere near here, it's 10 minutes. Anywhere over here, 20, 25 minutes with traffic. Anywhere down here, 30 minutes, easy. Okay, 35. All right, and let's go to D2. I showed you guys, but let me just show you guys officially. Let's go Tao Dien. Okay, so here we go. Tao Dien over here. Remember, this is landmark. This is BT right here. Bintang, excuse me. And so here's Tao Dien. You can see it's a little It's a little area, right? It's kind of like an island. It kind of is, but this is D2 right here. This is all D2. Basically, this is D2 right here. Okay. And this is the rich area where all the expats stay. All right. So it's just, you can see, here's D1. If we can get it over here, here's D1. And it's just, again, if you look, Fumi, like down here, this is Fumi down here, D7. And then here's Tao Dien. From here to here is about 45 minutes. Okay. From here to from Fumi, D7 to Tao Dien is 45 minutes, easy. Okay. It's just kind of far. But from here to here, it's probably a good 30 minutes. Right? Easy. 25 to 30 minutes. It's most expats live here, man. This is where a lot of expats live. A lot of expats, but it's expensive as well. So you got to be careful. Okay, 30 minutes away, more expensive, better, some amenities, awesome expat community, great nightlife, I'm not gonna lie, because there's a bunch of expats there. So yeah. And last but not least, D1. You guys know where D1 is all about, so I'm not going to get into that. So let's hit some of these comments and hear what you guys got to say. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm just trying to do a quick breakdown real quick for you guys. My vote's for denying out. Got that. Thank you. Let me see. Just bear with me. Okay. Roly Poly 76 says spray bottle with 50-50 water distilled vinegar keeps the mold at bay. Okay, solid. So you're doing 50-50 water and vinegar. Okay, bet. That's good. That's good to know. That's good info. Facts. Thanks for the comment, brother. Yeah, exactly. Nee, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Nee. So Nee says great advice. Exactly. Okay, Mark W says, I was in Da Nang in April this year. They are building new apartments and hotels constantly. It's literally changing week in and week out, for sure. 100% week in and week out. This place is absolutely changing every single month. It's crazy. Like, and it's changed to me. It's changed more since I've been here almost 6 years. So the first 5 years, the first 4 years, modest changes, I didn't notice, but then these last 2 years have been like bam, 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 bam. And this last year, my God, they're serious, man. I ain't no cap. Thanks, Mark, man. Thanks for the comment. Chomeri says, what are the differences as far as dating between Saigon and Da Nang? Okay, I've never dated in Da Nang. I can only speak on my experiences, and Saigon was good for me. I had better in Hanoi though. So if you guys have had any experience in Da Nang dating, let Chomeri know. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate it. Nia says, what's the best way to find friends with the locals? Make friends with the locals other than learning the language. Okay. So I'll say just get to know them. Just walk up to them, say what's up, like ask them about Vietnam. Most Vietnamese are very nationalists. They're very nationalists and they love Vietnam. All right. So talk good about Vietnam. Talk to them about their country and try to do a language exchange right on the spot. Not saying like teach them English, but I'm just saying just talk to them. A lot of the Vietnamese, men and women, are very shy people. So they're not accustomed to our forwardness and us being just in their face, like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? But just talk to them, go get a coffee, sit down with them. I mean, honestly, that's going to be your best bet is if they are, everyone loves coffee here. So that is a good way to get to know someone here. Is just go ahead and go to coffee, get some tea, smoke the tok lao, but just vibe with these people, man, because they're great, man, for real. So without learning the language, it's going to be very difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. But the cool thing about Vietnamese people is that they really are trying to learn our language, English. So I'm not saying that gives us the right to be lazy. I'm speaking to myself. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to me. Doesn't give you, KT, the right to not speak their language. However, it's better for them if they're learning our language, because internationally, it's just better for them to make more money. You know what I mean? And they really want that, to be honest. So yeah, thanks, Nee. Appreciate you, my boy. Hi, Cup. Yes. Roly Poly 76 says local side more karaoke, expat side less karaoke. Yeah, 100%. If you guys don't know what what the karaoke thing is, just try not to live around a karaoke. It's so difficult, but especially in Da Nang, man. You guys, and here too, but less in my neighborhood. Pick a good neighborhood, and you're like, KT, but if I just began, how do I know how to pick a good neighborhood? Yeah, you don't be around a lot of bars, okay? That's all I got to say. Don't be around a lot of bars, and then you won't have a lot of karaoke. But unfortunately, most regular Vietnamese people will rent a loudspeaker on a Friday night, Thursday night, Wednesday night, and it'll be your neighbor next door. Be like, ah, and you're like, bro, what the hell is going on here? So unfortunately, you can't escape it, but you can kind of mitigate it by just moving in at night and seeing what's up. You know what I mean? So yeah, Roly Poly, I appreciate that, man. Roly Poly says, would be nice if the new light rail lines were superimposed on this map. Yeah, I agree. To get superimposed on this map to get more perspective on mobility. I agree. Which districts allow under 45 minutes to Saigon Airport? I absolutely agree. And hopefully that they'll make that upgrade, and that update. But yeah, I mean, things are changing so fast that I don't think maps are even gonna be able to keep up in Vietnam, at least. So yeah, it would be nice. For me, it's just a 3-minute walk to the Saigon Airport. So that's why I chose Tan Binh area. All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it. My boy Season, what's up, brother? Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Season says, keep pushing, brother. Your content is wonderful and useful. The numbers will come. Yeah, thank you, bro. Luckily I'm not in this for the numbers yet. So I see the numbers rising, and I appreciate everyone supporting. But yeah, this is the grind, bro. You know, I understand it. So yeah, thank you, Season, man. You're a real one, brother. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing great. Nee says, appreciate the advice. You got it, my man. You got it. Jason J says, can you find Orthodox religious Viet chicks from Abrahamic religions? I don't know. All I know is maybe someone in the chat knows about that stuff. I'll stay away from that. But Jason, thank you, man. Appreciate the comment, man. To become wives, he says. Yes. If anyone knows the answer to this question, holler at Jason, man. Let's get him wiped up. Thanks for the comment, brother. Christianity, High Cup says, is a growing religion in Vietnam. Yes. So High Cup, would you say that Christianity, as far as Catholicism, or where I grew up, Catholicism wasn't Christianity? So they were Catholics, right? So I don't talk about religion or politics on this channel, but I've noticed that people here call Christianity Catholicism, which is kind of weird for me. Anyways, yeah, thanks for the comment, brother. Jason J says, how much can you save per month teaching English in Vietnam? Well, that depends on your lifestyle. That really does depend on your lifestyle. So if you like to go out drinking, drinking is cheap. Not drinking beer is cheap, but it adds up like fast. Drinking liquor, well, a couple of them, you'll be like, I'm good. It's too expensive here. So if you do drink and you do like to go out and have a nightlife, your bill is going to be a lot higher than it is. So I stopped drinking probably 5, maybe 6 months ago. I've saved a lot more money, to be honest. I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. Before, I was definitely spending a couple hundred a month on booze and nightlife, let's just say. And so, yeah, now I get to save that, which is nice, you know, and I feel much better, to be honest. So teaching English, you can make anywhere between, it just depends on your qualifications, but I'm gonna give you a ballpark. You can make max $2,000 if you're just, if you don't have a degree in education. If you have a degree in education, you can get up over 2,000. That's starting. Fresh teacher, right? Usually a fresh teacher is about like 1,200, 1,300, 1,400. Like fresh, no experience, you're starting. And if your rent is, let's say, 500, you can save the rest. If your rent is 300, you can save the rest. If your rent is 200 USD, you can save the rest, right? If your rent's 1,000 USD, then obviously you do the math. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope I answered that for you, Jay. Thanks, brother. Jason J says, is age gap a stigma in Vietnam? What age gap is acceptable? Say if you're 33, what's an acceptable minimum and maximum age range by society? I don't really think there really is one, man. I mean, obviously you don't want to be 33 dating a you know, I don't know, 18-year-olds. You know what I mean? I don't know, man, because coming from me, it's like, I mean, I have a 19-year gap between me and my lady. And it really depends on the lady, man. It really does. Because they're more mature here than anywhere I've experienced in the West. They're bred this way. This is why I say, if you find a female in Vietnam, don't fuck it up, because especially in the North, because the age gap thing is not a big deal. Okay, they really they judge you by your character. That's it. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Arab, other Asian. It doesn't matter. If you're a good person, yes, they see color, but they see more foreigner, xenophobic more. They're more weary of foreigners, you know, because they just don't have that experience with us. But here in Saigon is going to be much easier for you, and they're going to be more modern, meaning they're going to be more with the culture of the West. Okay, but in the North, it's completely different. And those where you should get your wives. Okay. Yeah, have some fun in the South, and then in the North, go wife them up. All right. The age gap, it's not a thing. Okay. Again, 19 years. People judge, man. I mean, fuck it. You know, fuck them. Who cares? You know, if you're happy, rock with it. You know, put your best foot forward is what I'll say, because if you put your best foot forward, you will never go wrong, man. That's my whole advice for all dating in Vietnam, is that if you happen to lock down a girlfriend to a fiance to a wife, and you are able to prolong that relationship, get into a long-term relationship, is what I'm trying to say, then you will definitely have a good woman, man. I'm telling you, not all Vietnamese women are created equal. So age gap, not a problem, man. I know people who have a 30-year age gap, 20-year age gap, 25-year age gap here. I know guys that are dating in their 60s, dating 30s, 30-year age gap. I know guys that are dating in their 40s, age gap here. So it's really up and down, man. You know, you can have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As long as you and your woman understand each other, fuck everybody else. All right? Straight up. You ain't if they're not supporting you, fuck them. Straight up. Thanks for the comment, brother. Jay says, or if you were 40. Yeah. So when I met, for example, when I met my lady, and we're kind of getting off the subject, but just answering your guys' questions. I was 38 and she was 19, almost 20. And so, yeah. Yes, did people look at us sideways? Yeah, of course they did. But as we've grown, me and my lady have always been like this. You know what I mean? From like the get-go, from the jump. All right. And we were like this because we got to know each other, right? Because we used to work together. And so for a year. And so she saw how I rock, I saw how she rocked. I recommend that if you're trying to look for a woman, meet her at work. If you don't want to work, then go to a cafe. I've said this in my past lives. I said this in the content, and I'll continue to say it. And because I literally just met with a subscriber yesterday, had lunch with him, Rajan. You know, respect to you, my boy, Rajan, and thanks for meeting me yesterday, brother. And he shared the same sentiments: is that the dating game. I mean, and I know he's in his 50s. I'll just say this: he's in his 50s. He showed me proof of his girls that he's getting with here in Ho Chi Minh. And bro, the women here that he's pulling is like legit. So all I gotta say is that if you're looking for a female, meet her first at work. If you're not trying to work here, meet her at a cafe. Second, walk outside and look around straight up. Okay. Fourth, I would meet them at the mall straight up. Those are the only things I would say. Don't waste your time on meetup groups and stuff. Fifth, Tinder. Sixth, Bumble, all that shit. Okay. That's the real deal here, guys. I'm telling you. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it, man. Season, yeah, you heard the man. Hit that like button, man. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you, Season, man. You a real one, brother. Thank you, bro. CJ says, how many times per year can you enter Vietnam with a tourist visa? It varies on your situation, man, because so if you get a border guard, if you get a border guard that's immigration, if you get a border immigration officer that's really strict, it'll go based on your record here in Vietnam. So let's say for example, person A never overstayed their visas. They visited Vietnam for 10 plus years. They've had 100 visas issued by the country Vietnam. Person A never overstayed their visa. They always came in and came out, never had an issue. Person B, on the other hand, has been in Vietnam for 5 years and they overstayed 2 visas, right? So those are two different scenarios where person A is going to get more preferential treatment because they follow the rules. Vietnam is huge on that. Okay. I don't care what happens, right? Don't overstay your visa. Vietnam really, see, you don't think about it at that time. But later it might fuck up your shit. Excuse my language, but it might mess up your stuff because Vietnam will look back and be like, hey, they'll look at your record and be like, your travel record and be like, well, you overstayed back in 2019, and you'll be like, but they'll be like, nope. So understand that being in the big C, right? The big C, they have different rules. So yeah. So I think don't quote me now. I'm not an agent. I'm not an agent. Okay, visa agent. I will ask this question to my visa agent. Let me actually while I'm live, actually, let me put a question out to her. Just bear with me. Hello, how many so I have a question from one of my audience. It says, how many times per year can you enter Vietnam with a tourist visa? Thanks, appreciate it. All right. So I'll get that answer for you, okay? Appreciate it. CJ, thanks, CJ. Okay, Cho Mary says, KT, do you see yourself teaching English for long term or try to create a business? So I'm actually in the process of starting an academy. So a hospitality academy. So it's called VN Service Academy. And I'm actually doing the paperwork and stuff now. So yes, teaching English is great, but it's tiring. It's tiring, one. It's time consuming, too. And there's so much need that it's so easy to just get a client real quick. You know what I mean? You have to put in the work, though. You can't just go and get a client, get here, and then suddenly you have a client, right? You be like, oh, I got clients. No. You need to prove yourself, okay? Or you'll get a client from somebody, from one of your boys, or to just put you on game, put some money in your pocket. So no, hell no. I don't see myself teaching English for long term. I've already been teaching, let's just say technically long term, 5 years. That's pretty damn long for me, to me. So maybe in 5 years, I'll open up a language center. Maybe in 3 years, I just want to get this VN Service Academy rocking first. And then I'll think about that English center. I do have it in the works, but I have the plans for it. It's just a lot of work, and the Vietnamese give you the skinny. The Vietnamese parents are kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't want that stress, bro. They're very demanding, and their expectations, the Vietnamese parents are super high. So, anyways, all right. Let me hold off on some of these questions. I do see a super chat, so let me hit that real quick. I do want to get back into the content about Da Nang. I could be answering all your questions. Let me just star where I left off, and I promise you, I'll get to you guys. But I see my boy Marco. Thank you, paper bag. Appreciate you, my boy. Salute to you, my man. You're great. He says, "What's up, Kev? What's up, Marco? What's up, man? How you doing, brother? It's good to see you, brother. Good to hear from you. Appreciate that, bro. Thanks for that. You're a real one, my man. You're a supporter. I love that. All right, let's get into Da Nang. Da Nang's districts. So bear with me here. I'm gonna knock this out. I'll go a little bit faster for you guys. Line up your questions so that I can answer them for you. All right, Da Nang. Let me make sure I got you guys on here. Yeah. So Da Nang is, so again, I'm gonna preference this with, I've visited Da Nang several times. I have never lived in Da Nang. So take what I say right now with a grain of salt. I'm familiar based on people's experience. I've never lived in it. I've never experienced the live. But I do know about some of the areas. I do know about Da Nang. Don't get me wrong. I'm not green. I just have never lived there. Okay. So Da Nang, the affordable appeal. Okay. Number one, Mian. So Mian is quiet. It's a local area, yet a short walk from the beach and tourist areas. It offers tranquility without sacrificing the convenience. Yeah. So from what I know, I always stay around the Mian area. Okay. Every time I go, either there or Quay Mi, number 3, I usually stay there as well. Okay. So number 1, Mian is right on the water. Okay. So that is literally right on the water. Again, I'm going to go through all these, number 1 through 5, and then I'm going to go into the map and show you guys. All right. So Mian is a very nice area. I don't know necessarily much about the neighborhoods, but again, take my word for it here. This is what it says. Okay. Number 2, An Tuong. So this is the most bustling area for foreigners. I've heard of this area. Okay, I haven't been there, but it's the most bustling area for foreigners with bars, international food, and beachfront access. Affordable rentals. I have actually been here, but I haven't stayed here. 1-bedroom apartment can go for $300 a month. So again, Da Nang is more affordable. You can find $300 apartments, of course. Hell, you can find $100 apartments here in Saigon. Okay, let's be real. They ain't the best, but they do exist. So, An Tuong is foreigner area basically. Okay, so we will look at it together. Number 3, Quay Mi. It's a more residential area, has more green space, and it's more of a local area across the highway from Mian. All right. So it's on the other side, and this is where I've stayed as well. It's on the other side of the big road, this big road. So ideal for a quieter pace with natural vibes. Yeah. So when I did stay here, it was the second time I went, and it was super quiet. So I loved it, to be honest. Number 1 is where a lot of the expats and a lot of the tourists hang out, and obviously the beach and stuff. Number 4 is Sun Tra. So it's best for nature lovers, ocean views, access to Monkey Mountain, but slightly farther from the city center. Okay, we will check that out. And number 5, Hai Cho, the city side. The heart of Da Nang, urban amenities, markets, cafes, and Dragon Bridge view. More affordable than beachside and gives a truly local living experience. All right. So let's check out these areas on the map, and then let's talk about it. All right. So bear with me here. Let me go ahead and get into here. Share my screen with the map. All right, let's get out of Saigon. Let's go up to the central. Let's get into Da Nang here. All right. So again, I already told y'all, look at that coast, man. That's gorgeous. I love that. All right. So first, we're going to talk about, we're going to go to Mian. Okay, so Mian, you can see the area here, right here, right here. Okay, and then obviously, for nature, so Quay Mi is over here. So this is Quay Mi. Okay, Quay Mi generally is going to be like right here. Okay, so here is Mian. Obviously, this is beachside. Okay, this is like where a lot of hotels, a lot of tourists go. This is like basically kind of the heart of the city, some of the heart of the city. Obviously, the heart of the city is kind of back here, but actually, Quay Mi is on this side. Excuse me, it's right here. Quay Mi is over here. So the heart of the city is going to be, it's going to be right in here, of Da Nang. Basically, the heart of the city is right there, and then, but this is where all the foreigners are going to live, right here. Right here, from here to here, basically. Obviously, you're going to live down here as well, but this is going to be probably more for tourists, to be honest. Okay. Obviously, everyone lives along here, but here this is the center of Da Nang right here. This little split, but majority right here. Okay, and this is all the beach side right here. Okay, inland side, beach side. Okay, tourists, huge tourists. You've probably stayed over here before. If you have, let me know. Again, this is Mian. Okay, this is Mian. A lot of y'all know, or Mi Quay. So Mi Quay Beach, that's here. Okay, Mian Beach, and then Mi Quay Beach is down here. But yeah. Anyways, this is gonna be tourist central right here. Okay, bars, nightlife. This is where the fun happens right here. All right, let's go to An Tuong. An Tuong. And I think this is inland. An Tuong. Okay, so I think An Tuong is going to be basically in this area. Let me see. Let's see, An Tuong town. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be right around here. Okay, like probably more inland. So I would say more like right here. Okay, again, Mian is on this side, beach side, and then An Tuong. An Tuong is going to be on the opposite side. Okay, so it's going to be more inland. This is where all the more the locals live. Okay, more the locals. Obviously, locals live everywhere, but they live over here, and they live right here. Okay, still going to be kind of pricey, a little bit pricier, but not nearly as on the other side of this road. Okay, on the other side of this road. Okay, right here. So beach side. So An Tuong probably starts like right here, right? Like it's like probably it's all this like little starts like right here, and then it goes this way. Okay, so a lot of again a lot of expats do stay over here as well. Okay, let's keep it moving to Quay Mi. We already know where that's at, so let's go over here. So that's right here. Again, a little bit away just a little bit away from the center of Da Nang, which is here. I love the fact that Da Nang has the airport right here. It's so fire. Okay. 10 minutes, boom, you're right in the thick of things. I love that. So this is probably where a lot of expats live as well. A lot of expats live over here. A lot of expats. Okay. Again, there's two sides of beaches, right? There's a couple beaches, but there's the Mi Quay beach and side, which is kind of more locals and foreigners, and then there's the Mian, which is more of the foreigners / locals. Okay, so if I can remember correctly, I believe that Mian was cleaner. I thought. I could have sworn I could remember it. Mian was cleaner. Okay, it's still gonna cost a lot more here, but it's gonna be reasonably the more inland you go. All right, and then Hai Châu, Da Nang. Okay, so it's on. So obviously that's the airport area. Okay, you can see how big of an area this is. Now, this is probably going to be more of the local area, okay? I'm pretty sure it's the local area, okay? So you can see more locals live here than probably right. This is all tourist area and expat area right here on this side, from here to here, and then this is local, all right? Da Nang, I honestly, I would say that if you're looking to find some really good houses, it just depends on what you want, man. I mean, if you guys are looking for more of a local vibe and you want to save more money in Da Nang, I'd go here. I live right like somewhere over like close to the bridge. Okay, so you can just hop on the bridge, bam, and then you're there. You know what I mean? You're on this side. A lot of expats do live. A lot of expats do live here. However, They live more close to the bridges because it's easier. I don't know about living over here, you know. I don't know about living all up in here, you know. I don't know about living all up in here. I don't know. All right. It's just you can see the difference. Look at the difference between Da Nang. This is Da Nang, and the difference between Ho Chi Minh City. You know. I mean, we're just talking about cities. Look at the difference. Like if Ho Chi Minh City had the beach, this would be the best city in the world, straight up. But with Da Nang, it's just the infrastructure needs to grow back here. It needs to grow around the airport, outside of Da Nang, you know, outside out here to get better. You know, it needs to develop more down all this, not just this side, not just this side, but it needs to develop, and they're doing it, you know, and they're doing it. So let me read some comments here. Actually, I wanted to share this with you guys before we do read those comments. Give me a minute here. Bear with me. I'm sorry, guys. I got my last thing about this. Okay. So here's a snapshot of basically what you can get in Saigon, which district and which neighborhood is good for you, right? So in Saigon, I am sharing with you guys. Okay. In Saigon, Benton is a local vibe. Access to the city is easier and it's valuable. It's a value listing. Yes. Again, if I were to live in Saigon again, I would still live in the district I live in right now, Tan Bin, TANBINH. Same right here, BINH. Okay, TANBINH, great area. So I would live in this area, Bintang. Okay, Bintang. Okay, and it's affordable. Okay, it's next door neighbor to D1. Awesome. District 3 and 4, cultural feel, relaxed, cheaper than D1, very affordable. Okay, yes, but remember D4 is an island and it floods all the time when it rains. D7, Fumihung has parks, international schools, amenities, and it's a ton bit quiet, a ton quieter. Okay, but it's 30 minutes away from D1. Okay, depending on where you live in D7. Okay, it could be from 10 minutes to it could be 5 minutes from D1. It could be 30 minutes or 40 minutes from D1. It just depends on the traffic. Okay, affordability is moderate. Tao Dien, D2, very, 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 very expat friendly. Huge expat community, tons of expat cafes, tons of expat co-working spaces, and the affordability is super high to moderate. All right, I'm not gonna lie, I would say that it's kind of more on the higher moderate side and the higher luxury side. Okay, don't let that moderate fool you. Okay, it's way more expensive district in the city. D1, backpacker vibe, budget stays, and nightlife. Okay, very affordable. Not really. Okay. Yes, it is affordable. I wouldn't say very. Okay. I would say that it's pretty moderate. Okay, D1's pretty moderate to high. Okay, Da Nang. Da Nang, Mian is quiet. It's a local area. It's near the beach. It is affordable. An Tuong is beachside buzz, dining, expat community, and it's affordable, under $300 a month. Yeah, these prices are literally now, but understand that because the Da Nang has such a buzz right now, their rent is going up big time. This is why locals are pissed off. Quay Min, it has a lot of green spaces, residential areas, low key vibe, is very affordable. Son Tra, it has the nature and the ocean views, and it's moderate. Hai Cho, central living, local style, and it's very affordable. Okay, so if you have any questions about these districts, take a picture of something and then do your own research and check out some buildings that you want to check out. You like that high rises? They got them, man. There's specific districts that are specific for high rises and low rises. Okay, that's a thing here. Okay, some districts you can't build super high. Okay, so let me get into some comments. I'm gonna go to cost of living quickly and go from there. And get you guys on. You guys want to talk about it? I'm gonna invite you guys on. As soon as I'm done with this cost of living, I'm gonna brush it up. Another 10 minutes on that, less than, and then we'll be good on the cost of living stuff. And then we'll come and talk together. All right. Wrap this live up here in the next 20 minutes. So yeah, I would definitely say Da Nang is a really cool spot. So let's get into Ni. Ni said Americans have to get a multi-entry visa. Yeah. Also, is it still 60 with extended to 90? How many times can you extend? Let me see. Let me see if she got back to me already. She did not get back to me yet. So Americans can stay 90 days. Okay. 60 days, not so much anymore. That doesn't exist. 90 days or 30 days so far. So, and if my visa agent responds, excuse me, guys. If she responds while I'm on live, I will go ahead and let you guys know. All right. So, but I think maybe 4 or 5 times you can extend, if not more. Okay. If not more, it might be unlimited. I'm not sure. If you guys know the answer to that, let me know. Let me know. Need thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Is polygamy accepted in Vietnam even if you can support them multiple wives? No. They do not. The women don't like that. Men probably do, but no, that's not accepted at all. They don't like you having a wife and a girlfriend. The wife definitely won't like that. I think, yeah. If you're Vietnamese and you know this answer and you're here, holler at me. All right, answer that for me. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. And Paperback, thank you, bro. You're the man. Appreciate you. Season, thank you as well, my man. All right. Jason J says, where in Vietnam or in what settings can you find Viet girls with no body count or experience, and what age range are they typically? Woo, that's a loaded question. The North, one. I'm going to give you the short answer. I'm going to give you a medium answer. So where in Vietnam? The North. Where can you find these? The North. They're typically going to have a smaller body count or no body count at all. Okay. And typically they're going to be between ages of 19 and 25. V's. So yeah, I hope that answered. I'll keep that short and sweet. YouTube friendly. Okay, good disclaimer that you're not a visa agent, immigration lawyer. People tend to run with the first thing they hear. Yes, all of this is just for educational purposes, guys. This is my opinion, okay? Everyone who lives here, they have their own opinion. They have their own experiences, okay? So this is just basically what I've gone through, what I've talked to other expats and tourists. My ears to the ground, to the people, and locals. So please don't take this as Bible, all right? I give great advice. I give good information, but shit is changing all the time. So I could say one thing one day, the next day it's completely different. So yeah, please, disclaimer, I am not an immigration or a visa agent. Just keep that in mind, guys. This is all just for information. and I live here. I've been here 6 years, almost 6 years. I've been through a lot here. I've done a lot of border runs. I have an immigration agent. I have multiple that I partner with. So yeah, and attorneys. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, roly poly. Thank you, brother. Yes. Chomeri, what do you? Okay. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. What do you do? What do you do to make 10K? Huh? Share with the chat, man. Come on, brother. I'm trying to make 10K too, man. This YouTube money slow. No, no. I need some. I need a little extra, man. Come on, brother. Just don't hold out on us now, bro. All right, Jason. Yeah. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. I appreciate that, Jason. CJ says, I was in Hanoi last February, had no idea it was freezing. Yes, during the time of year. Actually needed a coat. Yeah. Well, honestly, that's why I moved up and lived in Hanoi for the last 3 years, because when I lived here in Saigon, it was so freaking hot. I was like, dude, what is going on here? So it was hot during the day. It was hot during the afternoon. It was hot during the night. It was hot in the middle of the night. I said, no, I'm good. I need to go up to Hanoi. And it's freezing, but now it's completely shifted. Now Ho Chi Minh City is less humid, and now the weather is much better, much better, more mild here now, to be honest. But yeah, I loved it. I missed that, to be honest, about Hanoi. Thanks, CJ, man. Appreciate you, brother. Jason J says, Is Airbnb near choice for a half month rentals for? Hold on, this is all in my eye. The light. Is Airbnb near choice for half a month rentals for a condo or service apartment, or is it overpriced? Fellas, I'm gonna tell you how easy it is to get an apartment here. Okay, you don't need Airbnb. You don't. You need a good real estate agent that you can depend on. That you could say, hey, I'm coming. I need a 30-day. I need a 15-day. And you can do that. And they'll get you, give me the best deal. Give me the best deal you can. And they can show you multiple properties. Okay. So my recommendation would be, if you're coming in, example, October, I would be talking to an agent in the end of August. Don't because apartments go up, they come down. They go up, they go down. So I would give myself 3 weeks to a month of doing my research, talking to these agents, seeing what they have that's offered, and then that way you have some wiggle room. I would never pay for a deposit up front. Never. If Airbnb offers that, do that. But never if you talk to an agent. Don't ever send your money to someone. Wait till you get here. Just tell them, hey, wait till I get here. If they insist on a deposit, send them a little 50. You know what I mean? Just send them a little 50 and say, that's all I'm comfortable with sending. This should lock me in, and go from there. All right. Don't send big money, guys. Seriously. Vietnam's cool, but there's hella scams over here, and that's one of them. All right. So quickly, I'm gonna go over some cost of living stuff. And these are just articles that I came up with, or that I saw. And so let's jump into it. And then if you guys want to come on and talk, come on. Let's go like this. First, we're gonna go with Da Nang. Cost of living Da Nang. Cost of living. Actually, there was an article I really wanted to talk to you guys about, and which I'm glad I saw it before. Okay, so this article I'm gonna do real quick. Okay, this article is about Da Nang and the Da Nang's best neighborhoods, best areas to stay. So quickly, let's read this, and then we'll get on. So I'll just show you the article. Okay, short on time. Here's a cheat sheet. We might even get into that one. Okay, so beachside versus city side. Okay. These are the areas we were talking about. Okay. Right. So I'm going to go over this real quick with y'all. Okay. And then obviously Hoi An, of course. All right. So let's go real quick. Mian. Okay. Beachside, city side. The first distinction you'll need to understand is that while the city is divided up into a ton of different neighborhoods, the largest divide between the beach side and city side. Okay. Da Nang is divided into by the Han River. Upon looking at the map, I think you'll quickly see which side is which. But just to be super clear, the beach side is the side east to the east of the river that runs along the coast, and the city side is the one in the west. Okay, opens up towards the mountains. In general, most expats and digital nomads live on the beach side. Okay, remember I showed you that, with the obvious allure being quick and easy beach access. Okay, if you look at the map, it'll look like this side of the beach this side of the city is only divided into two parts. Okay, the Han Sun district and Sun Tra district. In reality, though, there are more neighborhoods, all with different feels to them. Okay, Mian, best for tranquility yet easy access to beach and tourist areas. Love it. Mian is where we lived. Right when we moved to Da Nang. We ended up staying in this neighborhood for about 1.5 years and really loved it. What's great about Mian is it's close to the beach and it's also close to An Tuong, the tourist area, but still in a local neighborhood. Pretty much everything is well within walking distance from your home, making it a super convenient place to live. It's quiet, more affordable, and simply a chill place to live. All right, but not far from the action. Before you decide to move to this neighborhood, I suggest book a hotel or vacation rental in that area and check it out. This will give you a chance to see what it's like to live in this area. Okay, and they give you some mid-tier hotels you can stay at. Boom, I'm gonna leave this article in the chat. Just give me a minute. All right, so that's the Mian area. It's the Mian area. Okay, it's kind of like this. Okay, all right. So An Tuong area, boom. Expat activities, best for international restaurants, English-speaking locals and tourists, and buzzing nightlife. Okay, An Tuong, it's not a neighborhood. It's not really a neighborhood, but a section of streets all with the same name. An Tuong, number 1, An Tuong Mot, An Tuong Hai, and so on. Technically, this is part of Mian, but most people refer to its own neighborhood. Okay, this is by far the most popular neighborhood for tourists and foreigners in general. Here, you're going to find most bars, international restaurants, and activities catered towards foreigners. An Phuong runs up to the famous Mi Khe Beach, which is one of the best beaches if you're looking for chair and umbrella rentals, vendors selling fresh coconuts and beers. Because of all these amenities, An Phuong tends to be the most chaotic area on the beach side. For me, I enjoy, for this person, he enjoyed going out. Anyways, yeah. Before you decide to move this area, I suggest same thing, okay? If you decide to go to Da Nang or Ho Chi Minh City, pick a district, okay? Everyone in Saigon goes to D1. I think you guys should get outside D1, but I understand why. But pick a hotel or an Airbnb, stay there for a few days, see what it's like. Simple as that, okay? For all of these areas. Son Tra, this is Da Nang, guys. This is in Da Nang. This Son Tra is best for nature lovers and those who want ocean view apartments. Okay, most might have already heard about Son Tra Peninsula, also called Monkey Mountain. This is Monkey Mountain over here. I think Monkey Mountain's over here. If not, this might all be Monkey Mountain. I'm not sure. Monkey Mountain and shining shining Lady Buddha statue that rests on it. But the neighborhood of Central is much bigger than just that area. We looked at there are some really good apartment complexes and views from the northern part of the city and are seriously incredible. But day to day, I felt it was too far away from our friends and nightlife. That's important. See, people don't understand this. Just because a place is cheap, remember, you got to drive. You got to take public transportation. How you going to get there, you know? And if you have friends, most of the people, while you want to save money and stay on the other side, most of your friends are going to stay right where everybody else is at. So keep that in mind. Isolation, the loneliness, it's real, okay? Plus, the beach area in Sontra is more like a fishing village. Something I didn't feel too comfortable going out in her bikini, not my bikini, her bikini. Okay, don't get me wrong. Da Nang's safe. I feel okay. Blah blah. Anyways, check out the neighborhood. Okay, book a hotel or vacation rental. Check it out before you get an apartment. Quay Mi. This area is best for those that want a local neighborhood and plenty of green space. Excuse me. The last apartment with the neighborhood is Quay Mi. Excuse me. I'm trying to do two things at once, guys. I'm sorry. Let me slow down. The last apartment we lived in was Quay Mi. This neighborhood had never caught my attention until we hopped back on the apartment hunt. I love living in this neighborhood and wish we had more time living here. Quay Mi is just across the highway from Mian, and what makes it very special is its proximity to the Han River. Okay, this is the Han River right here. If you can see my cursor, this is the Han River. Okay, I believe this is beachside. I think no, beachside's over here. I think, but anyways, yeah. Let's go right here. All along the river are nice green spaces and walkways, which become our favorite place to take their dog. There's tall buildings, and you can get sunrise over the ocean and sunset over the river. That's awesome, making it epic views all day and into the night as the bridge lights up. Yeah. So I have heard about this area, and a lot of expats do like living in this area. Okay. Quay Mi itself is super local. It's a super local neighborhood, and not many foreigners choose to live here. But for families or those with dogs, it would be really nice, green, grassy areas, and it's a great place to live. So probably me and my fiance would live in this area if we lived in Da Nang, just because we have a dog. So yeah. And the last one, Hai Chau. Best for those that prefer city amenities more so than the beach in their backyard. So although there are loads more neighborhoods in the city side, Hai Chau district was this person's favorite. This is really the heart of Da Nang and has so much to see and do. To center yourself, the Pink Church is right in Hai Chau, connected to the beach side by the famous Dragon Bridge. It's home to a wide variety of great restaurants, coffee shops, clothing stores, and markets. The cost of living is cheaper here as you can embrace a more local way of living. Here is really where you'll feel like Da Nang is in fact a big city, something that tends to get lost across the river. I totally agree. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm not even going to get into Hoi An. Again, you guys know about Hoi An. Hoi An's is documented. Everybody knows about Hoi An. So that's why I'm not talking about Hoi An here, okay, in this live. But we all know what Hoi An is. And if you don't know, it's basically the old city, basically, of this area. Hoi An's a great area. You should go check out. So Da Nang, definitely, this is the city. Hai Chau is the city, right? This is inland. okay, on the opposite side of the beach. All right, and more local. Son Tra is more up in the north, more north Da Nang, where the Buddha statue is. This is kind of in the heart of the city, of the beachside city. All right, and this is beachside as well. Okay, so yeah, I hope I answered that for Da Nang, beachside or city side. All right. So let's get to the last bit. I want to do the cost of living of Ho Chi Minh City, super quick. And then I'm going to see if you guys want to come and talk. And yeah, so this right here, let me get this out of the way. Let me share. Let me see if I have some more comments here. Jason. Okay. All right. Chill Mary says, KT and Jason, I have a marketing, what does that say? Analytics company, excuse me. Analytics company and currently studying computer science. Dude, you're going to be killing it. Goal is $20K a month in 2026. You can self-learn YouTube. No need to spend money buying courses, in my opinion. Fire. I'd be interested in some of that, brother. Definitely. That's fire, though. Yeah, maybe we could do some work together. That'd be cool. Help me out with this channel. All right, Chill Mary, man. Appreciate you, bro. Rack it up, my boy. Rack it up. Stoic, yep. Yeah, it's dope. Dope, right? Okay, High Cup says, I was in Hanoi in February. It was cold and wet. Yeah, so Hanoi definitely has more of a rainy, and it has more seasons. That's why I like Hanoi. But we're not talking about Hanoi now. But I'll talk more about Hanoi when I talk about Hanoi, probably next week or the week after. So when I drop those videos. So I'm gonna invite you guys up. If you guys want to come and talk, I've talked a lot. My voice is hurting. So let me go ahead and grab the link for you guys. You guys want to come up and come and talk, give your 2 cents about it. Have you traveled to Da Nang? Have you traveled to Ho Chi Minh City? What do you guys think? Here's the link. Come and check it out. Yeah, man. I hope I've answered a lot of your questions. Dating wise, yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff here. So I appreciate you guys who are on right now, rocking with me. I know I've talked a lot because my voice hurts. So yeah, man, I'm here for you guys, bro. So, and ladies, okay. CJ says, are utilities included with 3-month rentals in Vietnam? No. Some Wi-Fi, everything is included except for electricity. Let me just TLDR real quick. Yeah, that's it. I ain't gonna waste your time. I ain't gonna hold you, my boy. So yeah, if you guys want to come on up, man, there's the link. You guys talk about your experiences. Tell me your experiences. Make sure you guys like this video, man, so YouTube can spread it. Yeah, I'm trying to get these lives, trying to get you guys some more live information so you guys can ask me. Yeah, just trying to be available for you guys more. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, man. I'm trying to tell y'all a lot. Collabs, business making, being a fiance. We're about to start the new school year coming up. So yeah. Anybody want to come on up and say what up? Appreciate it. Every time I cut out the live, I always want to say something else. I've been checking out a lot of your guys' comments on other videos. I see you, I hear you, and yeah. I'm gonna be coming out with completely different stuff. I'm coming out with 30 long form videos that are going to be straight to the point, for members and Patreon only. Okay. They're going to be answering. I have 150 questions from you guys on most of my, a lot of my videos. That's probably like 12 videos that I pulled all the comments and I put it into ChatGPT, and it told me what you guys are looking for. All right. So in a more better structure. So it gave me over 150 questions that you guys have, and I'm making videos for each one of those questions. So I'm going to start with 30. Okay. And I'm going to answer them in depth, and I'm going to give them to you. So on YouTube, the free version, I'm just giving you guys what I got. Okay. What I know, good, valuable information. The other stuff I'm going to give you is going to be more 5-minute videos, quick answers. Okay. But I'm going to answer specific questions, and then therefore it's going to be there for you guys. All right. So that's coming. All right. So if you haven't joined the membership, I'm going to redo the membership. So don't join yet. I'm going to lower the price for the memberships. So it's reasonable for you guys. I don't even know what the prices are, to be honest, but I'm going to make sure they're lower so you guys can support the channel, and then I can give you guys some good, like, direct questions to answers, right? Yeah, because Vietnam's blowing up, guys. And if you guys are serious about coming to Vietnam, I would recommend visiting first. Let me help you plan your tourist trip, and then let me help you plan your relocation. Okay, even if it's for 3 months, even if it's for 6 months, even if it's for a year, let me help you. I can help you with a soft landing and get you in there, man. So I've been doing this. Okay, I've been here. Okay, I put in the work. I've been here, and I got you guys. All right. I'm honest and I'm straightforward. So I got you. Okay. But look out for the members only videos there. I'll make an announcement. Don't forget the shorts channel. I do have a shorts channel. Let me bring that up real quick just to show you guys. And then that way you guys can, because I don't put shorts on this channel anymore. Just so you know, I don't do that. So I have a shorts channel that I can show you, and that's where all of that will be going. So if you guys are only into shorts, then holler at me. Go to this channel. Okay, this is my second channel. Okay, shorts with KT. All right. So this is where all the shorts are going to be. Okay. If you just click the shorts, and you'll see all the shorts have been here. Okay. I've been putting all these shorts up. Okay. So all the long form videos and all the live streams are going to be on this channel. And then that way I can separate it. That way you short guys can go over there. Come on back over here and check out the long form. Make sure you guys check out the long form, man. I put a lot of effort into these videos, and I really do appreciate all the love and support, man, that you guys have been showing recently, man. I really appreciate it, man. And I'm stepping up, man. I'm stepping my game up. So any creators out there who are on this live, whoever see this live, you guys want to collab, come on. Anybody who's in my audience want to come, want to do an interview with me, talk about your experiences, your travel experiences around the world, come on to the live. All right. The live, or come on, hit me up on the back end, Instagram, DM, and then we can do a video and I'll interview you. So I'm open for interviews. Anybody want to invest in a business? I have a VN Service Academy. So I always forget this kind of stuff, so I'm just throwing it out there. So I have a pitch deck for you guys to show the business, show the financials and what it's going to take in order to build that hospitality academy. So that's what I'm doing. So there's opportunities out here, guys, for you guys to invest your money in the right way and no bullshit, but the right way. All right. So I would get in on this wave of Vietnam. Okay. I really would get on it like soon. If you have some bread, if you have money, and you have some extra 5 to 10 to 20,000 US, I would absolutely invest in something in Vietnam now. Okay, something. Okay. I don't see anybody in the back. Okay, so this is where we're at now. Anybody? You guys have been awesome asking questions. I know it's late over there. Thank you guys for rocking with me, man. Any other questions for y'all that y'all have? I don't see any more. So yeah, if you guys want, hit me up on the back end for VN Service Academy. That's my business that I'm it's a hospitality academy. I'm starting here, first of its kind, black owned, minority owned, which is cool. Doesn't matter here, but it's just kind of cool, you know. Shorts channels right there on the screen. That's where all my shorts are now. That's the second channel. Obviously, the third channel I have is the VN service one. Okay, so this is where I'll be posting a lot of my business stuff for this business, the stuff that I'm going to show you all the behind the scenes, how I'm building from zero to whatever it becomes. So that's what this channel is going to be. This is the third channel and only channel I have. 3 channels, Story of KT, which you're on right now. Okay, this is my main channel. All right. This is the third one you're seeing, VN Service Academy. Go like that video. Go subscribe to that channel. Support me. That would be really cool. This one is going to take a while to build, but it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited to show you guys what it is like to build a business from scratch. All right. And so, yeah, I see that Nee has sent me another one. So Nee says, what's the visas for retirees under 50 years old if they want to stay long term? There is no long-term visa right now. Unfortunately, there is none. Sucks, you know. They're working on it. They really are working on it, and it's in the pipeline. You know, it really is. They've, from the last time I heard, they approved it, but it's being hung up on probably language, to be honest. And so, yeah, right now, investing in a business, you can invest from what the attorney did. I said this in the last live or the live before that my attorney told me here, local attorney said that you can get a visa. So I don't know how true this is, but it's from his mouth. You can get a visa based on your contributions. So of 10,000 or more. Okay. So I believe like you can have a 10,000, you can put 10,000 into an investment and you can get a visa, whether that's like 1 year visa or whether that's like a 2 to 3 year visa. So yes, if you guys want some more information about that, there's other ways of getting visas, guys, not just the old hospital, the old tourist visa or getting a job visa. You can put some money into Vietnam, get a visa, and it will look good for you, to be honest. So, yeah. If you put 10K into VN Service Academy, I'll make sure you get a visa. All right, we'll make it happen. Thanks for the comment, brother. Appreciate you, man, so much, man, for real. Nee says, great live, super informative, Kev. Yes, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. I love doing lives. Once you start to do lives, then it starts to get a little easier, you know. But it's I'm just trying to get better every week, guys, for you. All right. really. This channel can grow and take off. There's so much potential for the Story of KT's channel, this channel you're on. So I just really appreciate you guys rocking with me, man. For real, for real. I've only been doing this 18 months, guys. So I'm still new. I'm really still new. So I'm really just trying to plug in and tap in with you guys and help you guys as much as I can, you know. And if I don't know the answer, I promise you, I will find the answer for you. All right. I'm not one of those YouTubers who ignores people. Okay. I do have a personal life too, so just keep that in mind. But yeah. Anyways, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for rocking with me the whole time. So you've been here since the beginning, so thank you, brother. All right. So with that being said, I don't see any more. No more comments. No more super chats. If you guys, I hope you guys have a really good morning for y'all on the East Coast, in the U.S. I mean, and for y'all on my time, have a good lunch, and good night to y'all who are going to sleep, and good afternoon to y'all, and good morning to y'all. All right, thanks for rocking with your boy, and we'll see you guys in the next. I'll drop a video in the next couple days for y'all. All right, I'm out. Peace. Much love to you guys.